What's up, guys? Welcome back, and today we have another diecast review, and this is of a new model, and it's been a long time since I've done this. This is of a new model, the Caterpillar 349 FLXE hydraulic excavator by Diecast Masters in 1/250th scale. So, this model was initially announced all the way back in the year of 2015. Yes, a whole almost 4 years, well, a whole 3 years ago, soon to be four. The reason it hasn't been produced until now was a lot of politicking was going on. Let's just say there was another model, you might have heard of it, the 349E, made by CCM, and they weren't the most pleased exactly with the fact that there was going to be a cheaper, slightly newer variation of the same exact machine that they had just produced. So, after a couple of years, the CCM 349E has kind of worn away. It's, getting harder and harder to find, blah, blah, blah. We get this guy. And for the price, it's actually pretty good. I've had this model for a little bit. It's pretty nice, I must say. And, it's nice to finally get it. It's probably one of the last of the lettered excavators that we're ever going to see, this being the F. But anyways, so let's go ahead and start the review. Let's look at the packaging first and foremost. The same metal tin. This is the large size tin. You got a picture of the real machine. You have a picture of the real machine loading a 735B at night, which is actually a really cool picture. You have your stuff, your details of it, blah, blah, blah. You get a picture of the model, and yada yada yada. All right, we don't care about the packaging because unless you're really that type of person, then it doesn't really matter. All right, so let's dive into this. We're going to start at the action end as always. First, you have a very basic bucket on it. It's got a very, very nice-ish 7-tooth bucket. It's great for digging because honestly, where I live, 349s, they're usually on just mass digging projects. Anyways, you got some wear plating at the back of the bucket. You got where your cat logo would go, an eyelet on the bucket, which is not drilled out. You also have an eyelet on the linkage, but again, still not drilled out. This machine does not feature a quick coupler, which honestly I'm okay with. Anyways, warning decals, you have slots where the aux hydraulics could attach. You have very nice soft rubbery hydraulic lines, which they feel really nice to the touch, and you also got silver joints on them. The cat logo itself on the boom seems a little thick in my opinion. It sticks out quite a bit, but I guess whatever. It's very noticeable too. Functionality wise, the bucket, this is the kind of the one complaint. It doesn't curl out that much. It curls in fantastically, but again, the curl out is just not that great. You can bring it in, and the stick does go out. The hydraulics are very smooth. It goes, the stick hydraulics are fantastic. It looks like Diecast Masters has gotten past the hump where the stick can only go in like this far on some of their models. The boom goes up to a really good height. And dig depth, that's it. But that's nothing really to complain about. It's still really, it could be better, but it could be worse. You know what I mean? I'm looking at you, John Deere. I'm looking at you. For whatever reason, though, it looks like there's glue residue on this one cylinder here. I just noticed that. Also, my model, it came without a work light, which is not a huge issue, but it's still, a thing. And as you can tell, the top pops off so you can take Bob out. It comes with a little clip thingy to help put him in. There you can see him. His hand positions are very weird. The paint job's really nice. Cat 349 FLXE. And it has the photo etched grills on it. And then you have a little indent where the handle would go with a minuscule amount of detail for the handle. It's there, so it's, nice. You have your air intake. Up top, you have your exhaust, as I'm getting an Xbox notification, LOL. On the counterweight, you got the indents for where the bolts would go to hold the counterweight on. God damn that roof. As well as a rear view camera. On this side, it's kind of plain, but it looks all right. 349 FLXE, same stuff. Plastic handrails. And then you got your steps up, which are a little off-colored, not too much. And then you can see your 2 swing motors up top and the hydraulics snaking into the machine. One thing that I really like about this model is the track frames. The tracks on this model, you know, they're not the highest quality ever. They sag a little bit, but that's all right. But they are wide grouser tracks. And that's one of the issues I had with the 349E by CCM was the tracks were really skinny. They looked like they were made for working on rock or something, which is something that just doesn't happen here. There's not much rock in Indiana, I promise you that. But wide grouser tracks, it looks fantastic. You know, it adds a really nice look to the machine. Again, the tracks sag a little bit, you know, but there is a tensioner, as you can see. And there is the carrier rollers up top, but they do not function. There is no bottom rollers at all. But yeah, so it's all right. I mean, this machine is really good for what it is. I mean, price-wise, it's all right. I mean, it could be a little bit cheaper. I could stand it being a little bit cheaper. But at the same time, though, it is a really nice machine. It's a really nice diecast. Excuse the dog, blah, blah, blah. You know, I absolutely love the 349s. You know, Diecast Masters could pull a fast one if they really wanted to pay attention. And they could make some slight modifications to this casting and just call it a 352. And I'm not wrong, you know it. But, I mean, it is really nice to see. And also, you got your tie down points, which is nice. But anyways, overall, though, this machine, out of 10, I would rate it at an 8. Maybe 8.5. The only thing that draws it back is this, the curl out of the bucket. I just can't stand that. But the curling's great, but the curl out is just garbage. The dig depth I'm okay with, and detail is average for Diecast Masters. The tracks, you know, they're fine. I mean, I like them, the wide grousered ones, as I've reiterated a couple times. But anyways, that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the review. Hopefully there's more construction reviews to come. I'm going to kind of wink, wink, nudge, nudge at it. But anyways, thanks, guys. We'll see you in the next review, and peace out.